Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, Bobby Lashley suffers a scary-looking fall after a rope breaks on a WWE house show.
All the details have been revealed regarding AEW Dynamite's last-minute rewrites.
A former WWE star recounts a meeting in which NXT's women were told to, and I quote, dress sexy and be more like Mandy Rose.
And is there going to be a Mrs. Fiend? I'll tell you all about it a little bit later on. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm blown away by the Mrs. Fiend revelation.
And this is the news.
And before we start, can we just take a minute
Yes.
to acknowledge our very good friend Mark Lee Willis,
And his fantastic work.
who came up with this wonderful creation behind us to celebrate Stupid Friday.
Flat Flip Friday.
Flat Flip Friday. Look at the combination here. We've got the Fiend. We've got a quote from Bruce Pritchard there.
That's his thoughts,
In the
not
top
ours.
that he literally said that. The Fiend is also the Joker as well as being an alligator baby. It's great. Shout outs to Mark. He's
Thank you, Mark.
tremendous.
Ridiculous.
But if you want to feature your crazy artwork
It's like...
on Friday, hit me up. My email address is in my Twitter bio. My email address is changing on Tuesday.
But it will still reroute to it, I think.
Maybe, so do it next week and not this week. That's the advice. Anyway, let's do some news, eh?
Yes.
Let's start with an incident that happened right here in Newcastle, England last night. We weren't here, we were on the road.
Yeah.
But Bobby Lashley suffered what looked like quite a nasty fall, actually.
Oh, God, terrifying. This.
So he was wrestling Drew McIntyre on this house show. And there's a spot where they both go to the ropes at roughly the same time. Drew hits the ropes a little bit before Bobby. The entire top rope snaps. We've seen this before where it comes loose, it dislodges, it comes away.
Big lads.
Yeah, big lads. And then a split second later, Bobby takes a tumble to the outside as a result of this. This footage uploaded by a couple of Twitter users here. I'll shout them out because we've taken screenshots here from them as well. So shout outs to LouisVon05 on Twitter who captured the clip that's doing the rounds in most places, as well as Bay Lynch, who got a different angle of it and a good one close up of the rope snapping. So the good news coming out of this is that Bobby finished the match. He lost to Drew. Drew's wrestling in the UK. It's a house show. You send the fans home happy, all that stuff. He was tended to by various people, including Sami Zayn, who was at ringside. And there's no reports coming out that he was hurt or anything, so we don't know his condition or anything like that. So it's good that he was able to finish the match, but yeah, it's just one of these scary accidents that happens, unfortunately. And obviously you'd prefer they didn't happen, but you just hope that everyone involved is all right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the rope breaking is sort of occasionally part of just being.
It sucks, but it does happen sometimes.
We had it happen in WCPW. We had it happen a couple of times, if I remember rightly. One of which I don't think I was there for. Ospreay and Ricochet fought without a top rope, basically.
Yeah.
And we're still putting on basically a five-star
doing flips
classic.
off the top turnbuckle when it was on the floor.
I don't want to blame them for the other one, but I think the War Raiders were involved.
They're quite big.
And yeah, that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. But yeah, like you say, I mean, these are professional wrestlers. They are used to taking bumps for a living, but they're used to taking bumps when they expect them. They can sort of brace for them. Like you say, it's just, I've watched it. It's one of those things you just can't take your eyes off. Because like you say, Lashley goes to hit the ropes just a split second after Drew, and there's no rope there. And because he's not, he's not just sort of leaning against them. He's using them for momentum, and they're not there. And it's this top one especially.
It's dangerous.
He tumbles, like, there's a split second, you think, oh my God, he's going to land on his neck on the outside. I think, thankfully, he rotated. Like you say, he finished the match. By all reports, we hope he's fine. We wish him well in his recovery. But yes, this is something that you'll see all over the internet today.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's very dangerous, obviously, when stuff like this happens.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Best wishes to Bob Lashley. I love that guy. I say it all the time. He's my favourite guy in WWE, so I hope he's okay.
Right, let's talk a little bit about AEW Dynamite. There was, of course, last-minute rewrites as reported by the Dudley Boys. Thank you so much for them for taking over the news yesterday, and all your lovely kind words to them as well. Yes, there was last-minute rewrites. It was all generally considered to be because of Hangman Page, and it's been reported on by Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio that is the case. Look, Hangman Page on Wednesday, sort of afternoon UK time, I think, tweeted that he had lots of COVID snot, I think was the term he used.
My face is full of COVID snot.
Yeah, and he said he wasn't going to be appearing on Dynamite, and thus there had to be last-minute rewrites. This isn't, Tony Khan ripping up the script just before the show. It is, a necessary thing to change things around. Apparently the plan was going to be a big angle featuring CM Punk and Hangman Page to set up their match at Double or Nothing. That obviously had to be canned. Instead, what they did was have Punk, if you watch Dynamite, you know this, go down to the ring having commentated on Dax versus Cash and talk about his journey he's had so far in AEW, and subsequently announced the fact that it is going to be CM Punk versus Hangman Page for the AEW World Title at Double or Nothing. Sort of what we anticipated, Andy.
Yeah.
But, and I've mentioned this before on, I believe, podcasts, yourself, me, and the Dadleys have no idea who's winning that match.
Yeah, it's very unpredictable, which is good because oftentimes the mainline AEW programming is quite predictable. I think that's fair to say.
Yes.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because sometimes in pro wrestling, in fact, in most cases in pro wrestling, the predictable outcome is usually the one you should do. Swerving for swerving's sake is what killed lots of wrestling promotions over the years, mostly penned by one guy whose name rhymes with Musso. But yeah, swerving for swerving's sake sucks, and sometimes you go with that option, but this is genuinely very unpredictable. You can make a case for either man, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it pans out. Maybe we'll get this big angle this week, who knows? Hopefully Hanger doesn't have a bad case of the Rona, but I guess this is just proof that it's still out there and it can still have an impact despite the improvement in various situations around the world.
Stay safe, everyone.
Stay safe and get well soon, Mr. Page. Right, let's talk about John Laurinaitis.
Oh God.
Right, okay. Ember Moon, the former Ember Moon, Athena, she's done a great interview here with Chris Van Vliet.
Oh, friend of the channel, top boy.
Love him. He's a very beautiful, photogenic man, isn't he, Chris Van Vliet?
I believe there was an interview between Chris Van Vliet and Simon Miller, which is arguably better than this. No, it's a nice chat that him and Miller had over WrestleMania weekend. It's on our channel. Go and check it out.
Big fans of Chris. He does great work, and he got a great interview here.
Really good stuff.
With Athena, diving into some of her creative frustrations with the company and what led to her becoming unhappy during the end of her spell in WWE. And this is kind of... I mean, it's surprising, but it's not surprising.
Yes, exactly.
Given the rampant sexualization of the women's division in NXT.
Oh, you've noticed?
Yeah. That has occurred since September, when we became NXT 2.0 and Triple H.
Well, let's say it properly.
Slipped away a little bit. 2.0. I'm going to quote Athena here, and then I'm going to go into a report from Fightful Select. So this might take a while, but Athena said we'd have to sit through these stupid meetings about how we would have to dress sexy. This is the woman in the females in NXT 2.0. And I remember looking at someone else like, I cater to children. I'm not about to wear a fishnet booty butt cheek shorts because we had a 2-hour meeting about how to dress like Mandy Rose. That's not fair. Not everyone is going to be Mandy. Mandy is absolutely phenomenal and she's an amazing person, but not everybody is Mandy Rose. I started seeing this downslope as soon as Hunter was gone. And like for the first time, for a little bit, we didn't know why he was gone. We just knew he wasn't there, I got so angry. And I remember sitting there and I was like, I did nothing wrong. I did nothing to piss Vince off. So these meetings about dressing sexy or whatever, Fightful had actually learned of these a few months ago, but they couldn't get anyone to speak on record about them. Now they've come through with some details here via Fightful Select, stating that WWE tried to label them fashion consulting and fashion aid. As part of this, they brought in fashion expert Melanie Pace to lead some meetings in October 2021. One NXT talent noted that this was just a really big change from before, because previously they were encouraged to dress in their ring gear and merchandise, and now it was like, hey, dress sexy, that's the quote here. Now, Ember wasn't the only member of the roster at the time to express their displeasure at all of this, and a number of women just straight up refused to attend. Fair play to them. Perhaps unsurprisingly, John Laurinaitis is taking much of the blame here. John Laurinaitis had a reputation for sexualization on TV, shall we say, before he reassumed this role in WWE. One of these the meetings occurring coincided with him returning to a position of power, but Fightful hasn't actually been able to confirm straight up whether or not he was actually involved, so that should be mentioned as well. Now, beyond changing the way performers dress on TV, which WWE would say was to make the woman appear larger than life, like wrestling characters, performers were actually asked to adopt a similar approach backstage as well. What the hell is the point of that? A brochure featuring a bunch of different clothing that would be suitable, like tops and heels and stuff, was provided to people, and while those involved were never expressly told dress sexier, it was certainly implied. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to dig into here, but I mean, the sexualization of the division as a whole has been really clear since day one of this transformation. But yeah, I mean, Ember Moon, Athena, she spoke her truth here, and like, it's a very honest interview, and she goes into a lot of other creative frustrations as well. Again, I highly recommend you check it out.
Yeah, exactly. It's just crap, isn't it? It's just like I've not got really that much of an issue if you want to, say, oh, here's Toxic Attraction and they're all sexy and that's why everyone hates us or that's why they think people hate them.
Yeah.
I don't mind having elements of it. It's a weird big mix of sort of everything wrestling. That's the beauty of it. But to just tell everyone, just dress sexier. Yeah. Just dress sexier. Stop wearing your gimmicks. And dress sexy.
It doesn't fit a lot of characters. No. Like, not everyone is, I am a hot person and that's my character, regardless of whatever. Like, Toxic Attraction is a stable where it's like, hey, we're like a throwback to the Divas era, and that's why you give us heat. But and then again, when everyone's being told to do the same thing, that loses.
No one stands out.
Any kind of impact. So hey, this is again, I've said this like 4 times. It's a great interview, really refreshing to hear Athena's perspective. I know a lot of people don't like it when people come out of WWE and criticize WWE, but I think it's more important that people be honest rather than just telling a bunch of puffed up, fluffy rubbish. So shout outs there, it's great.
And it's just it's a fascinating peek behind the scenes of something I think a lot of people assumed was going on, but to have it laid out bare like that with Athena is just, jaw-dropping. Right, let's finish up with some better news, though, because there is going to be a Mr. and Mrs. Fiend.
Hey!
How appropriate we're reporting this on a Friday. Yes. Wyndham Rotunda, Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, whatever you want to call him. Let's call him Wyndham Rotunda, that's his real name. And Jozan Offerman, probably better known to you and I as JoJo off of WWE, are getting married. Offerman revealed on Instagram that they got engaged. This happened last night, I believe, UK time. She shared a photo with the ring and what have you, and with the caption, "A million times yes, I love you, Wyndham, and I can't wait to marry you, even though it feels like we're already married. Here's to forever." Class. Just lovely stuff, this. Just nice.
Very nice stuff.
Congratulations to both of them.
They got 2 kids together as well, so like, now they're coming together as a married couple with the 2 kids and everything. Yeah, great for them, man. Very happy for them. Good for them.
Yeah, happy. Enjoy the happiness now.
What can you say? It's
by
just
the way,
nice.
I'm not going to be it's crap being married. It's not. It's lovely. I love it, right, by the way. This isn't me saying that, but I'm saying enjoy the happiness right now, because in about a week, you're suddenly going to go, we got to plan a wedding. And that's a bloody nightmare.
That's going to cost a lot of money, my friends.
The money's one thing, and I'm sure that they will take care of that. Go and support them if you want to do that sort of thing. It's just organisation. I'm really bad at it. So thanks once again to my wife for helping me with all that, because it'd been me and her in a shed. If it was up to me.
I've seen your shed.
It's a lovely shed.
It's a lovely shed, but it's not fit for a wedding.
It's not going to fit 120 people in. But yes, congratulations, some lovely stuff.
Yeah, good for them. I mean, what more can we really say? It's just nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Speaking of nice, you know what we do on Friday? I ask you to send me your dumb questions. And God bless the 2 or 3 of you that send me serious, really good, really well thought out, logical wrestling questions.
Not the day.
Not the day for that, my friends. We go dumb on Friday. We shout out the Fiend. We shout out the flat F-U-C-K. we do things. So the first question, it's not really a question, it's just me cursing the rest of your video existence. John Harrison says, "Good morning, chaps. Not so much a question, more a treat for everybody. Adam has to do the rest of the video in the style of Tony D'Angelo. Have a great day, you schmucks."
Hey, you schmuck.
So
what was his name? What's the schmuck's name?
John Harrison.
John Harrison, you're going to be sleeping with the goddamn fishes tonight.
The musical genius.
You know when you said curse there? You're going to tell you something about, I hate people telling me about their goddamn dreams because I think it's dumb, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Guess what I dreamt about last night?
Was it
Phil Chambers with a fucking Danhausen face makeup on. I don't know why, I don't know when. But it happened, and you know what? He's very nice, very evil.
This is I shouldn't have done this.
I'm so sorry, but blame John goddamn Harris.
Come on, John.
Huh?
I mean, I purposely picked this out of the 150 that were sent to us, but hey, damn you, John.
I'm answering questions here.
This specific question is specifically for you. And I chose to do it after the Tony D'Angelo question because I think it's going to be great synergy. But this comes from Dr. Shana Katz-Katari, who asks...
Hey, Doc, what are you asking?
Who asks, build an all-wrestler D&D adventuring party. This is your wheelhouse.
Oh my God!
Who is playing and what race/class do they play as?
Oh, so wait, I gotta pick the wrestlers to play characters, or pick like 4 people to play a campaign? Is that what I'm doing here?
An adventuring party. I'm not sure about these terms.
Okay,
I've never played it.
Whatever the goddamn question is, John Silver's my first pick. Okay, John Silver's right in there. If he's playing a character, he's gonna be top bands, as the Brits would say. And if he's an actual goddamn person, look at those goddamn arms, okay?
So what kind of race/class is he playing?
Oh, God.
An orc?
Nah, he's
a goblin?
He's a goddamn rogue.
He's a rogue.
He's a scholar and a goddamn rogue. You gotta have Bray. You gotta have what's his goddamn
Malachi
name?
Black?
No, the train. Braun Strowman. Braun goddamn Strowman. He's gonna control the narrative, okay, of the D&D campaign, and he's gonna be a Goliath because that's what my character is.
Okay, fair.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. Let me think about this for a second. I am gonna pick the Iconics, okay? And they are gonna be a couple of Eric Cochrans. That's boy people, and you can do that with the goddamn feathers. I don't really know what I'm doing here.
Perfect.
But if you like D&D, search Dice with Death. I do a podcast with some friends, and it's a lot of goddamn fun. You
I want to play this game, man. It sounds
fun,
like
man.
fun.
I cut a promo on last week's episode. I cut a goddamn promo.
I wouldn't mind being a wee goblin or something, running around with a wee knife. It sounds like fun. Shouts to Dr. Shanna for this.
Thanks, Doc.
This is awesome.
I'm all fixed up now.
Our final question is a bit more conventional. Comes from Fraser Cranium. By more conventional,
of course.
I mean it's actually about wrestling and not just me trying to make you look like a twat. Fraser Cranium, a legend, of course, asks Pat Butcher versus Uncle Fred the Butcher versus
Ashley
versus the Butcher. Who you got? Who have you got, Tony?
You know what I got? I got Uncle Fred.
Uncle Fred?
You know why? Okay, because he's got Ashley in his corner. Okay?
He's got goons.
Yeah, he got a goon. He's got
Ashley.
So I think. So sorry, I almost lost my voice there. I don't know what happened.
What's going on?
Tended to be a dumbass brick, I suppose. I think Ashley takes the Butcher out the picture. And then Fred hits the sidewalk slam on Pat Butcher, 1, 2, 3.
But Pat's got Frank in her corner, and that's a problem for anyone.
Someone needs to make this on 2K and send us the computer-generated result.
Please do that. Please do that.
Right.
Thanks for joining us. You're still in, Tony.
Yeah, sorry, I almost forgot today's end. Finally, someone sent Bobby Lashley some pants with his name on it, made out of glitter. Nice work, everybody. Love that. I love when they send weird goddamn. Not too weird. Don't take it too wrong, huh? Keep it within the lines. But that's nice. That's a pair of boxes with some glitter and some other bullshit on it. I tried to stop myself, but yeah. Nice work, and Bobby Lashley put it on his Instagram and said he goddamn appreciated it.
I will say that the person who made these pants rules, but I think it would be more appropriate to put it on his ass, because remember we did the ass pose.
Bobby, show what you got.
Yeah, back in the day when Leo Rush was telling him to flex his buttocks.
25-year-old piece of gold, how you doing?
Right, let's wrap this up.
Please, I don't know how long we've been in here, but it feels like a goddamn lifetime, huh? Right, you schmucks, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Spill your guts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. You can follow us on Twitter at WhatCulture WWE. Andy H. Murray, where can they find you?
You can find me at Andy H. Murray. The H stands for Happy Friday, losers.
It also stands for, hey, I'm tweeting here at Adam Wilborn. What Culture Wrestling for Daily Wrestling Podcast 2. Thanks once again to Mark Lee Willis for this.
Thank you, Mark.
This goddamn piece of trash behind me. No, it's good work. It's good work, Mike.
As well to the 150 people who sent questions for this stupid nonsense.
Love you guys.
The community we've created here is, or fostered or whatever here, is absurd. I estimate that about 75% of the notifications I get sent in a day are about either the Fiend or a crocodile. Love you guys. This is so weird. We get paid to do this. It's an honor, a privilege, and a riot. Thank you so much.
See you later, you schmucks.